You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Friday, September 20th. Good evening, I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening. In recent news, the Nye County Sheriff's Office will no longer be posting booking photos. News 25 has more.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office will be removing the confined arrest portion of the Nye County Sheriff's Office app, and News 25 will no longer be receiving these photos as well. Earlier this month, the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has determined that posting a pretrial detainee's photo was unconstitutional. This ruling came after a man sued the Maricopa County in Arizona for posting his booking photo online and keeping it on a searchable website even though the man was never prosecuted. The man who sued Maricopa County argued his rights were violated when the county posted his name, birthday, and other personal information alongside his photo. It was unclear Thursday if the court rulings would change in Nevada's courtroom policy, which allows media agencies to cover pre-trial court hearings. The coverage of the hearings themselves would inherently identify the detainee by showing their face. It was unclear if Maricopa Valley would seek an appeal ruling through the U.S. Supreme Court. News 25 will keep you updated on how this affects Nye County.
In the national news, a Kentucky sheriff allegedly shot and killed a district court judge. Samantha Roberts has more on this story.
On Thursday, September 19th, in the rural town of Whitesburg, Kentucky, District Court Judge Kevin Mullins was allegedly shot multiple times by the Letcher County Sheriff Sean M. Steins. According to reports, the two were having a heated argument in the judge's chambers right before the shooting. Unfortunately, Mullins was pronounced dead at the scene. After the shooting, Sheriff Steins surrendered to law enforcement without incident and was taken into custody where he was charged with murder. Kentucky State Police Trooper Matt Gayhart provided this update.
This investigation today, Kentucky State Police Post 13 has received a call shortly before 3 p.m. In reference to shots being fired inside the Letcher County Courthouse. Multiple law enforcement agencies from around the area, along with emergency services, responded to the area and located District Judge Kevin Mullins with several gunshot wounds. Life-saving measures were taken, however, were unsuccessful. He was pronounced deceased on scene by Letcher County Coroner's Office. At that time, preliminary investigation indicated that Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Sean Steins fired at District Judge Kevin Mullins following an argument inside the courthouse. So we're still trying to get answers to what led up to the actual shooting itself and the moments prior to. Sheriff Steins was placed under arrest and transported to a correctional facility. He was charged with one count of murder in the first degree.
And in an update to that story, the sheriff who has been charged with the death of the district court judge allegedly ignored deputy sexual abuse of female inmates. On Monday, a federal lawsuit was filed stating that a former deputy by the name of Ben Fields forced a woman into having sexual relations with him for 6 months in exchange for staying out of jail. The lawsuit accuses Sheriff Steins of deliberate indifference and failing to adequately train and supervise Deputy Fields. News 25 will have more on this story as it develops. A Las Vegas woman is in court this week after decapitating her ex-husband last year. Roy Rosell has more.
Devin Michaels, age 46, faces a sentence ranging from 15 years to life in prison following a plea agreement related to the murder of her children's father, Jonathan Willett. Michaels was arrested by Henderson police on August 15, 2023 for allegedly decapitating Jonathan at a residence in Henderson. On Tuesday, September 17th, she pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, and as a part of the agreement, she could be eligible for parole after serving 15 years. Records show Las Vegas Metro Police arrested Michaels on a child abuse or neglect charge on October 14th of 2022. An employee at a child care facility called the police to report an 8-year-old with bruising on her leg. In 2023, the arrest declaration states that Jonathan's mother found the body on August 7th. Henderson police wrote that his head was severed and not located at the crime scene, but there was also a chemical smell and fumes that could be seen coming from the body. According to News 25 investigators, Michaels was a real estate agent at the time of her arrest, and in 2023, when she was arrested and interviewed by Henderson police, Michaels clarified her relationship with Jonathan, stating that while she was not currently living with him, they were in the process of moving in together to provide a more stable environment for their children. Police later asked Michaels to take a polygraph test and wrote that she reacted to a question asking if she participated in Jonathan's death. When asked about this reaction, Michaels admitted to hitting Jonathan in the back of the head with a wooden stick, allegedly causing him to go limp. Following Michaels' court hearing this week, her court sentencing is scheduled for August 31st.
More news now. A Clark County School District employee has recently retired, and this is raising concern by many. Ava Parducci has this story.
Jason Goody, the former chief financial officer of the Clark County School District, has resigned, a move that comes with rising concerns over a potential budget deficit. Reports indicate that several principals have expressed frustration regarding teacher salaries not being accurately reflected in their spring budgets, prompting a scramble to reallocate staff and potentially jeopardizing various programs. The Clark County School District confirmed Goody's departure in a statement, thanking him for his years of service while affirming the district's commitment to financial stability. Deputy Chief Financial Officer Diane Bartholomew will assume the role of interim CFO, focusing on improving communication to better support schools during the budgeting process. The teachers' union expressed concern over the abrupt nature of the budget issues, highlighting the stress it has caused for administrators and staff. They emphasize the importance of resolving these challenges to protect staff and resources critical for student success.
More local stories coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Da Shop LV, vape and smoke accessories where you can always find the Aloha spirit. Located at 1555 East Flamingo Road in Las Vegas.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is asking for the public's help identifying a man responsible for more than 20 business burglaries.
Las Vegas Metro is currently investigating several burglaries that are targeting restaurants and businesses throughout the valley. These burglaries have been occurring sporadically throughout the week, but usually occur in the early hours of the morning. An unknown race male wearing a dark hoodie and large work gloves has been seen near businesses prior to making a forced entry using a crowbar. He is suspected of burglarizing over 20 businesses at this time. Las Vegas Metro is urging anyone with information about these incidents to contact the Spring Valley Area Command Patrol Investigation Section by 702-828-2639. Or to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
And as we enter the final 6 weeks of this year's presidential race, News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with the cheery and furry story.
As the nation's presidential campaign trail continues to heat up just 45 days away from Election Day, I spoke to Dogs for Trump at the GOP presidential nominee's latest maxed out rally here in our critical swing state this past Friday the 13th. Now let's check out this feel-good Friday evening story about why this dog pound barks for 45 in the midst of our White House upheaval. Here we are, Dogs for Trump. It couldn't get better. Tell us about today, how you got your dogs in here, service dogs, obviously.
Yes, he's a service dog, and I don't have to tell you why. That's personal. No.
I have one too.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And he loves people, so he loves to come around, and he's representing Trump with our little toy. So that's pretty cool. It's a fidget spinner, which is awesome.
Where'd you get that?
My husband invented it.
Dogs for Trump, tell us about this.
Oh, definitely for Trump, 100%. Ever since we heard Donald Trump speaking, right? That was our first time that we are going to be here and support him all the way. I've been Donald Trump supporter from 2015. Ever since he made that first speech, I was there for him.
Why?
Because he has everything for America. Everything that America stands for, he has that, and I love what he does. And to me, everything that he standing for, it just was right.
Sheila, what state do you live in, and what brought you here today and your service dog?
Oh, I'm from California, Lake Arrowhead, California, and I'm here because I want to support Trump, and I want to be able to show people this great fidget spinner toy that my husband invented. And Whiskey is such a great, fun dog to travel with, so we decided to hop over. It's not very far away, so.
What hotel are you staying at?
The Trump Hotel.
I was raised in Czech Republic, and I've been in the United States for 13 years, and I see the difference, how America functions. And I've always wanted to be in America, and having that American dream and spirit, I feel it more here than anywhere else. And I love Donald Trump. I love what he does for this country, and I definitely will support him for a very long time.
How many Trump rallies have you been to, and how many people are there, do you think?
You know what? I tried to go to one, and it was too packed, and the traffic was backed up miles, so I couldn't get in. It was out in Arizona.
A lot of people, they're not informed, especially when we have, my generation, especially kids my age, they don't know, right? On what's going on in the United States, what they have, right? They don't realize it. So, the best thing to do is to experience the world, know exactly how United States is and how other countries function, and then realize that you are very honored to be here in the United States because this is a God's loving country and we have to support it. So we have to stand behind Trump.
All right, let's talk more about this Trump service dog.
Oh, my Trump service dog. This is he's showing off our little Trump spin toy. He wears it with pride, and it's this cool little spin toy, which you can buy Trump ones. We had Biden ones, but then we had to get rid of those, obviously. We only had a few, but we had to put Harris over the top of it. You never know what else he might need to have it changed to. It might not be Harris.
What motivated your husband to make this?
He was a teacher, and for years he saw kids using a fidget spinner, and he just felt like it was it had no purpose, but he liked this one to have a purpose. It's like an entry-level tech deck that kids can play with right away and get really good at.
Where do you live? Do you live here in Las Vegas?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Nevada serves as one of 7 crucial swing states. We're Marie and Happy Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
Well, here's Mikey to tell us what's cooking this Sunday morning on Classic Country Breakfast on Ace Country Radio and streaming on Channel 25.8 and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Howdy. Have you checked out the new Ace Country Radio app yet? It's free, and it's the perfect companion to bull riding and getting ready for a rodeo. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, born on September 16th, David Bellamy. We'll celebrate him. Born on September 17th, Hank Williams. We'll pay tribute to him. Also born on September 17th, June Forrester. We'll celebrate her. In the Not an Oldie But a Goodie segment, my special guest Bailey Bigger calls the show to talk about her new single, Nancy Joe.
Yeah, Nancy Joe is my grandmother, Nana, and she passed away about 4 years ago now, but I wrote that song about her. I was reflecting on the consistent love and sacrifice that seems to be given by the women in our lives and in our families, and it's kind of this universal experience.
Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio, streaming at Channel 25.8, and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Coming up, Ava Parducci has some Southern Nevada scene info. Stick around, you're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo, and here is Ava Parducci with this week's edition of Southern Nevada Scene.
Southern Nevada Scene, hosted by Ava Parducci, brings you the latest in local entertainment across Southern Nevada.
Hey everyone, the Pahrump Fall Festival has started. Tonight, you can catch live music performances and a magic show along with over 100 food and art vendors and carnival rides for all ages. Tomorrow, the medieval-themed parade will start at 9 a.m. The lineup is on Dandelion Street starting at 6 a.m., and the route will be on Highway 160 from Dandelion Street, ending at Boot Hill Drive. Highway 160 from Calvada Boulevard to Boot Hill Drive will be closed starting at 8 a.m., as will all side roads and outlets onto Highway 160 from Calvada Boulevard to Boot Hill Drive. The parade will feature over 50 floats. You won't want to miss it. Additionally, the Fall Festival Rodeo will be held tonight and tomorrow. Starting at 7 p.m., the rodeo will include competitive bull riding, barrel racing, breakaway roping, team roping, and more. Of course, the Fall Festival will also feature a variety of rides, including a roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and a fast-turning boat ride. The carnival will feature plenty of carnival games as well as carnival food. The festival will run through Sunday at 5 p.m., and entrance into the park is free. Don't forget to stop by the KPVM booth and say hi. That's all for now, but if you are interested in advertising your event, please reach out to me. We look forward to the opportunity to collaborate with you. Have a great weekend, Southern Nevada.
Well, in sports, first round of the WNBA playoffs begins Sunday. The home team is in action, and Mikey has it all.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv. And now on Roku devices, happy Friday. Las Vegas Aviators lost another one to the El Paso Chihuahuas. 5-4 rematch this evening at 7:05. They're revving up their engines at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway this weekend. With world-class racing returning to Las Vegas after a 5-year hiatus, the Super Motocross World Championship is the premier off-road motorcycle racing series starting Friday, September 20th. And the main event on Saturday, September 21st. The Las Vegas Aces won their season finale against the Dallas Wings last night, 98-84. The WNBA playoffs start on Sunday. The Aces take on the Seattle Storm. Pahrump Valley Trojan football is at Virgin Valley High School this evening. And the Raiders' home opener is Sunday against the Carolina Panthers. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
The Lerner and Rowe weather cam right outside the KPVM TV studios here in Pahrump. Cloudy and rainy, really a mixed bag today. Drizzle and rain throughout the region. Las Vegas had heavy downpours. Will the weather hold out for the parade? KV's up next.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Kaylee Bentler in the News 25 Weather Studios with some regional weather to start with. Up in Fernley, Fallon, gosh darn weather twins right off the bat, 80 degrees. Carson City at 77, Tonopah 74, Goldfield 75, Beatty at 84, Amargosa 87, Las Vegas 82, and Death Valley at 97. But in the paradise of Pahrump, we're currently at 78 degrees and we're seeing some clouds in there. We saw a high of 80. Winds in the south 6 miles per hour, humidity 28%. Sun rose this morning at 6:31 and will set this evening at 6:43. Expect humidity at 40%. Winds in the east 6 miles per hour with a low of 61 and some cloudy skies. As for the rest of the week, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, we are seeing sunshine. Getting around 91 on Saturday, 94 on Sunday, and then sticking with that sunshine all throughout the week, ending on 97 on Friday. And that's your look at the weather. Back to the desk. Here's Chris.
Thank you very much, Kaylee. One final note. Tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, 9 a.m., the Pahrump Fall Festival Parade is happening. Join me. I'll be one of your announcers with Mikey Ruhan. Come down, say hello to all the KPVM News 25 staff and will be showing the parade several times on this very television station. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.